What is the date? Be all off schedule. It is March 22nd, Saturday at 9:44 a.m. Eastern Time here, United States, North Carolina. By the way, please like and subscribe to my channel. I'm not just an author. Yes, I've been through some situations in my life with um, low vibratory individuals. And some of that I'm going to discuss in the video today because I want to develop some master classes to coach young women. And who's to say I can't coach older women? You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot that I've learned, even from my children. So, you can learn from anyone that has information that you're looking for to learn. Sometimes it might be from a younger person that you learn it. Sometimes it might be from an older person or the same age. What does it matter? You're learning what you need to know or what you feel you need to know. And this is what you want. So, what does it matter? What age? It matters in a relationship, though, I'll tell you that. And that's what, I'm really disappointed right now in the women in our society because they have allowed so much to happen to themselves and to younger women and younger males and sometimes older men. You know what I mean? And, getting caught, men, women getting caught, putting men into stuff, situations. Yeah, he beat me up, and then you come over, and then beat him up, and then leave, and then the bitch let the nigga in the house right the next goddamn day and have sex with him. And then you come over and check on her to see how she healing. Her face beat up and teeth missing. And this nigga the one answer the goddamn door. So I wanna, my master classes aren't just about I'm gonna have a lot of different master classes, coaching classes. Um It's not just going to be about laws that need to be, meditation and yoga and building your chi or making, trying to seal your auric field from low vibratory parasites. And I'll make a video about spiritual parasites. I'm gonna make a lot of videos about different things. So I'm tired of just talking about celebrities and what's going on in the celebrity world that is demonic. What I want to do is touch bases into each individual, so, in our society home to be heard in like a radio station. Some people turn on the radio station and listen to like, oh, okay, her show comes on once a week. Because I can't do like everyday shows, especially if I get something like that started without some kind of assistance. And right now, I don't have any assistance from any kind of persons that I know that are intelligent and could honestly dedicate that kind of time and energy or whatever and space to deal with my projects or whatever without being able to pay them because it is a lot of work. It is a lot of research. You know, so unless I can find some people that are just dedicated into trying to lift me however they can, not in no disgusting or demonic ways, but in positive ways, and around positive intellectual people that has some kind of religious ideology. Mm. So I created these classes to try to gather as humans together so that we can create a more positive environment and world for our children and for nature and for ourselves. Um, because if you don't give enough resources, good resources to your children, what is it that they have to use to continue taking care of what take care of us, which is the planet? And a lot of these men, they want us to be interested in sex, drama, negativity, fighting, bickering, arguing, complaining, anything that's negative. And that's what I want to like put all of the women in the world in my hand, in one hand, and cure you. And in the other hand, I want to put some other women and close my hand and crush you because some people need to die. And that's what our legal system does not understand. We had lethal injection for reasons, and it was because some people need to die. So what I'm saying is not, violating YouTube rules or policies in any kind of way, because it was an actual legal law, lethal injection. I don't know. I have to do some research about what states possibly might have it in the United States, but I think it was banned in all states. So I'm not for sure. I have to look that up. However, that's another video that I want to discuss about, us legalizing lethal injection. Crime has gotten so bad, and also cleaning out, just like Trump said, all of the law department, like this, the army, the military, the CIA, the FBI, a lot of it is really tainted, watered down, and dirty. So a lot of it needs investigation, and investigated by the right individuals, the ones that won't lie for money. If it's something that is compromising a human and of your soul, selling drugs, hey, everybody sell drugs. But fentanyl is something that murders individual, and the government has put it out on the streets to be sold, and people are dying. People, children are dying. And it's like they spend all this money on helicopters with the infrared circling over it. They only gonna get who they want to get anyway. Who the ones that ain't paying them? Our legal system here in America is corrupted, and I'll be discussing that in another video. What I want to talk about is first what a lot of people talk about: healing. Healing. Yourselves, your children. Creating domestic dispute laws for humans is something that is going to is a must need and past due law, assignment, task, whatever. That the legal system doesn't have established and is not trying to enforce, and people need to understand that they have to be the enforcers of their own legal system, of which they have to of they pay their tax dollar. So if that's not information that you know, now you know. And individuals that are in our lives only because of the word family, and this new era is going to be dismissed. You create the and I'm trying to get people to understand this because it would totally help you, your your children, and your future generations. Is trying to understand that the word family is the word person. So people or relative. I don't want to hear the word family unless it's used in the correct manner, meaning this person will shoot the shit out of somebody for me. That's the word, what family mean, right? Otherwise, it isn't family. It's a relative, and it should be treated as such. Hmm. And how the legal system, nothing we can do about that, and all of this runarounds when it comes to domestic disputes, and it's because there's not enough laws created. You have to create. You, the people, have to create laws to protect yourself and your children. No one does that, not even the president. That's your job. You go to the state legislative board with a group of people and ask for petition. You can even get people moved out your neighborhood. You go to the county building, the city county building, you get a petition. And as long as enough people in the neighborhood signs that petition, that motherfucker got to get out of the neighborhood. Yeah, these police, they don't care, bitch. And we pay their paycheck. Did you know that? You pay that motherfucker's paycheck. Could we act like we pay their paycheck? Is what I'm trying to get you humans to understand. So if you need to set cameras outside your house, you need to set cameras in your car, so while you're sleeping, you got motion detector lights, you got windows that are always locked on the bottom floor and doors because you checked every night. And if you want to lift your window up on the bottom floor, put some screws So it can only be lifted a certain amount or a certain level. But don't ever leave your baby's windows unlocked. Never. Never. There are predators that you know and don't know, but don't know that they are your children's predators. I speak a lot about spiritual things too. I'm not, no, I do practice Buddhism and Christianity. I am not Yoruba. I am not Santeria. So if you are those things, I'm probably going to say some things that you won't like. Some of you Christians and Muslims and Lutherans and Baptists probably ain't going to like some of the stuff that I say either. But for the most part, a lot of you hopefully are going to do what I ask you to do. And I ask you to like me. I ask you to do what I need you to do. And what you need to do. And what you need to do is make sure that all your doors are locked and your windows are locked. And screws are in the windows. You just get a drill. Facebook, Marketplace, $10, $20. I'm going to teach some of you how to survive like you kind of living in a third world country. You bitches about to be real happy because you about to kick this sorry, parasitic, slum, dirty, nasty, disgusting ass bitch nigga the fuck out your life. Hmm. Some of these men have been selling their children and wives. Shit, some of them go try to be some little pimp to other women outside of the house, having women paying their cell phone bill and you know, and then have stories about it. Why are you mad that I'm cheating on you? This bitch pays my cell phone bill. She helped bring groceries in the house. She even helping me pay your car note. So why are you complaining that I'm fucking somebody else? There's a lot of different boxes of dysfunctional bullshit. And you have to try to eliminate yourself from all of the different dysfunctional boxes. Some of us don't know certain boxes dysfunctional. Sometimes we have to be told and shown examples because we've been around such dysfunctional for so long and so many generations. Ain't that right? That you don't know what's wrong and what's right fully. That you don't have the good perception of what someone actually means and is talking about. And to not be scared or think that you're going to be offended or whatever you might think by just asking a simple questions. A lot of us don't ask enough questions, and that's where problems begin, and problems try to last. You hear me say try? Because that means what? We can get rid of it by being what? Consistent, dedicated, loyal, and honest to ourselves in what it is that we came here to do in this life and what we want to see. Reflected out in the world, not just in our home, in our children, because our children and us got to do what? Go out in the world and work, make money, interact with individuals, and we got to what? Try to know how to interact in the correct, respectable, mature, and positive way. Hmm. That's how you eliminate the work of the devil. Hmm. I was watching this man walking his baby in my neighborhood. This white man walking his baby. You know what I'm tired of seeing? Not enough black men walking their children in the strollers. That's what I don't really see. Or black women. At 12 p.m. in the afternoon, I would like to see from 11, 11:30 to 1:30. Usually see white women walking their children in strollers, meaning a whole lot of them don't work and they're out exercising during lunchtime with their baby, pushing it in the stroller. Or I see a lot of white women jogging, probably got a little nanny watching the child while they go running. I would like to see more black women pushing strollers during those times of days. And I would like to see more black men pushing their children in strollers, period. I'm tired of seeing black women pushing their children in strollers, watching them at bus stops. Too many of them. Now I can see if something happened to your car, but there's a lot of women I've seen pushing kids in strollers. You should not have a kid if you don't have a car. I don't know if anyone told you that, but they should. And abortions don't cost too much. And if you're young, don't try to live off your parents. Always try to get a job so you can have money to pay for an abortion. And don't date nobody broke. And make an agreement with somebody before you have sex with them and get it notarized that this is the agreement. So there's a lot of stuff that I want to, try to teach or whatever and establish, implement, create, develop. Even interpersonal communication skills and cultural diversity and individuals that I hate a lot of these men, religious, racist groups, such as the Black Panthers, such as the Nawabians, such as the Hebrew Israelites, such as the Islam of Islamic Muslims, Muslims of Islam, some shit like that. Remember that Farrakhan bullshit. You know, how teach women how to be independent, creators, developers, bosses. Because I feel like every black woman to get out of any negative box needs to be a business owner. And women, you need to have your own business that is not connected to any man. Hmm. That can make any decisions on your financial stability pertaining that business or your bank account that should be separate or your vehicle that should be separate. If you got a cosign, wait till after a couple of years, build your credit, get it refinanced through your bank or credit union, and put it in your name. Hmm. It's not called, oh, you think I'm using you. So, well, to trust me, show me this. No. Mm-mm. That sounds stupid. And what you saying don't make sense. And I'm not listening to nothing that don't make sense. You should have your own bank account, whether you are married or you are in a relationship with someone. You should have your own bank account. Yeah, the put some right in the bush. That's why that bush is dying. Mm-mm. Damn, dogs could be a lot. Sorry you had to hear me say that. I'm just tired of those niggas. They ghetto. Hold up. My car. I have to talk in my car sometimes because I don't want my children to hear my conversations a lot of the time. Well, this time they're sleeping, and got to the point where I don't even care because I have family members that try to tear down individuals and what do you call defamation of character, try to make you look bad by trying to make themselves look good, which I really don't understand. How can you make yourself look good by trying to push somebody else that hasn't done anything down? You know what I mean? Like I can see if, you and your ex-husband don't get along because he was a rotten piece of shit ass bitch. And you go to school, graduate, um, you're doing good in life, and didn't know that he's an individual that is jealous and demonic, where he thinks that you actually think that you are pushing his face in the dirt by doing better in life without him than you did with him. And you ain't even focused on stuff like that. You just focus on what it is that you want to live like and how you want to eat and what you want to eat and how you want to dress and what you want to wear and what kind of car you want to drive, which has nothing to do with him or anyone and only myself. It has always. So, whatever, wherever he picked up that parasite, he need to go lay on the ground often. Put a blanket on the ground and ask for the earth to remove that parasite. Hmm. And then what he need to do is burn a white candle because he has a lot of dark energy around it. And whatever that is that's dark is feeding him lies, is feeding him, is being deceitful, dishonest, disloyal, and evil. And what he need to do is find out where that energy really is coming from by lighting a candle. And if you see that he is the one that is of darkness, then he the one that's creating or have created all of that own negativity himself that he trying to put on others. He negative. His spirit is negative. And that's what I saw. So I want this bitch out my life. And that's what you have to come down to the conclusion. And the legal system has to learn how to support that. And we have to learn how to create that in a law format. What would that be called if we wanted it to be a law? To not ever deal with this demonic, retarded piece of shit. But we need to figure that out, right? What kind of law would that be called? Hmm? This nigga so demonic. This nigga need to pour holy water on himself when he in my presence. Mm. So, like I said, it's some individuals that have some really serious issues that the legal system does not support in order to make an arrest and charge in the correct format that's needed by the procedures of the legal and court system. So we have to learn how to create our reality based on the how the devil created the legal system. So therefore, you need to take your lazy asses to the motherfucking legislative board. Stop sitting around smoking weed and drinking liquor, talking about what you want to see and what you want to do at the liquor stores and at your little family gatherings and friend gatherings while you barbecuing. If you could come together and barbecue, then you could come together and make changes for your children and grandchildren and great grandchildren, or else you don't give a fuck. So just say it. I come on this world to have a good time, but not give a fuck. Ain't that right? Because that's really what you talk. That's really what basically what is going on. I don't give a fuck what's going on. Pass me a barbecue rib, the one with pork in it. You know that pork got worms? Were you sitting there chopping it down? Mm. But I'm not gonna get on pork too much because, to be honest with you, your water probably is worse than eating pork. Did you know that? Did your government that so called cares about you and your children are giving you dirty ass fucking toxic, disgusting ass water, and you paying for it and ain't even complaining in front of their fucking face with picket signs in front of the water department to tell them these motherfuckers need to supply all of us with water filters, shower filters for each and every bathroom, water filters for each and every bathroom and kitchen sink, and for our garden, and rain barrels should be free. Mm. So while you sitting in front of the TV watching all these kind of different reality shows with all these people that have this money, stop watching the shows. Tell them we'll watch your shows. We'll watch Netflix, TV, Hulu, or whatever, Tubi, all that kind of shit. We'll watch all of it. ESPN. Ooh, did I touch a? Ooh, did I touch a thorn right there, bitch? Did I? That's why I said if you really want changes, you have to be strong. You have to be dedicated.
Did you poop in your toilet?
I'm on the phone. Yeah, I'm about to buy water to flush it. You know our water broke. Is off because y'all gave me the bill late.
I was just asking.
Yeah, could you make sure I'm not on the phone? So yep, my water bill's off. My kids gave me the water bill late, and now I gotta try to contact some people to help me with my water bill because I got a piece of shit ass ex husband that owe me 11,000 and hasn't paid his child support. So what I'm trying to do is get us to attack the field of areas that we need to tighten up. And these will be paid master classes. It's not going to be free. I have children that I have to take care of. And I'm still trying to finish my nursing then doctorate degree. So I'm almost finished with my nursing degree, but and I also have a disability that I'm battling. And so I'm waiting for my disability to go through. I'm waiting for my unemployment to go through because I'm tired of jobs to keep firing me because they think that I move too slow or I get sick too often. So I have to keep going to the doctor. Mm-mm. A disability is a bitch here in this country, and this is ridiculous what people gotta go through. I'm trying to pay my bills and trying to work into my disability, and then they want to deny it. And my doctors told them that it's what hereditary. How you gonna deny somebody on something that's hereditary? You can't do that. That's stupid, right? America's system is stupid. So since I'm just tired of talking to family members and still not seeing anything happen, I'm gonna start talking to the world. That's why I created videos, and I'm about to create master classes for individuals that are not my family because My family is the one that put me in the financial situation that I'm in right now. So they're my enemy. And we need to teach the legal system that we could create laws for family members that we don't like and have it legalized that they can't be around us or any of our children or offsprings of generations. You have to stay away. It is the law if I ask you to. Hmm. Some motherfuckers are that fucked up in the head. I don't want to hear the word family. I want to hear the word stranger. I want to hear the word person, individual. I want to hear the word human. It's just a human. Another motherfucking human. But that one got a lot of errors. Mm. So, in my neighborhood, probably not the best word spoken about me. I was like the bride of Chucky, walking around the neighborhood with knives, burning shit up, setting the fires and shit in alleys. Probably set fires. Can't really remember. To abandoned houses. I just like to set fires when I was a kid. I went bad. I ain't set nobody's house on fire, even though I wanted to. 'Cause I had some little punk bitch, faggot ass family members that didn't want to help me, but then want to turn around and try to be gang members, and then don't tell me and try to fuck me over for reasons that are niggerish, demonic, and ignorant. Black folks need to understand, just like white folks said, black folks like to attack who? Black people. They like to attack themselves. So why should Black Lives Matter? That's the sign we need to come up with. Why should it matter? Why should Black Lives Matter? What the fuck to kind of ask some shit like that when you got other motherfucking goddamn races in other countries of women being stoned right in the motherfucking public, bitch, by family members because of domestic dispute, because we lack domestic dispute laws. To say to somebody that what you are doing is violating my universal law, you are illegally antagonizing, disrespecting, and bullying and picking on me and my children, and it's going to stop because I'm going to the legal system and ask how to get it implemented. Because if I shoot you, then they want to put me in jail, right? Ain't that right, bitch? Because this motherfucker want to keep picking on me, huh? Want to fucking fuck my cars and shit up, and then when you come around, that's why I said fuck this legal system, bitch. Some motherfuckers are ready to kill some of their family members, their ex-husbands, their husbands, their boyfriends. Some of these women should be able to, is what I'm trying to say. Oh, sorry about that phone call. Um, and I want to try to help women do that. I've stabbed people up. I've done things in the street. So and I did it in a righteous manner, and that's what needs to be understood, that it was done in the right manner. You have so many deceitful as lying family members that will lie on their family and lie to this person's mate, lie to this person's children, lie to this person's friends. And you want to tell me that shouldn't is not a law, shouldn't be created as a law to be illegal? Because these motherfuckers is trying to make my life miserable. I should have the right to do something, shouldn't I? Then what should it be? My children go over, family member house and they sit around and the people just want to talk about me and say that I don't come around because I don't have no money. Or I asked them for some money and they ain't give it to me and they ain't going to. What sense do whatever you said, did that just make sense, bitch? This is what I'm talking about, the pure ignorance of demons and how stupid shit like this is like venom to individuals. You know what venom is? Like that thing, that black energy, negative energy that tries to, be a octopus to a human. So, draining individuals, parasitic individuals, we're going to learn how to deal with all of those situations and how to eliminate those situations and avoid certain things and interactions and how to communicate in your dialect and what you should be saying and doing and not doing and saying. Hmm. I'm going to teach you how to go to war with the devil. But I need dedication. I might die. I might get killed, because my life has been very stressful. And living a life as such of coaching and leader of reality, of living and building and creating the reality that you want in your life and you want outside of the door. Hmm. And getting your negative, demonic ass family members to keep the fuck out your space, even while I'm teaching these classes. We don't need in perpetrators. We don't need demonic, falsifying individuals that are trying to build themselves up to create wealth for egotistical, demonic, self gaining purposes. I'm not here for that. I'm here to teach you. Either you want to learn or you don't. There will be times in my classes that you will think that I'm being disrespectful to you, and I'm not. I'm teaching you. I'm being disrespectful to the parasite that is attached to your auric field, and I want you to learn that you have to try to eliminate that action so that you can start loosening that parasite off your auric field. Mm, 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 mm. I'm going to talk about our children, the do's and the don'ts. I'm going to talk about our mates, husbands, boyfriends, girlfriends, do's and the don'ts. I'm going to talk about a lot of stuff, the do's and the don'ts. And the part about it is you need to be positive of what I'm talking about in order to create the positive change that I'm trying to teach you that you can have. You have a lot of con artists out there. I like con artists. I'm not trying to con you. However, if you would like to donate, my time does cost money because what I could be doing right now is not saying a goddamn thing about how you could better yourself and improve your life and your children's life in the world, in your environment, and stay in my fucking house and be quiet. And move the fuck out the country and go somewhere where the people do know how to act, do know how to fight the government system, do know how to fight the legal system with their domestic issues, that do know how to create because they are intelligent, they are strong, they are dedicated to seeing change in a positive way, and are dedicated for that positive view. Okay. All right, one YouTuber say, I'm not into making little quick short videos. I did make a lot of quick short videos. However, I have a lot of videos that are 30 minutes to longer because I know people have short attention span, but I'm not. I try to reach a little bit of the short attention span. I would like to reach the longer span people that are dedicated to listening, at least an hour or two. A lot of radio shows. Like I'll make quick videos, but maybe like a hour or two shows, maybe like once every 3 weeks. I think I've been doing or something. But I just been dealing with my own life, my own situations, and trying to handle my children. Um, and deal with my family situation. If you watch any of my videos or enough of my videos, you'll hear how dysfunctional my family is. So if my family is dysfunctional, so is a lot of people in the world. So and when I step outside in the world, I do see that. A lot of times I be in my house a lot because I did have 4 children back to back. So a lot of times I was in the house or at work or both. And being a CNA, you're at somebody's house all the time or in a hospital, right? So the more that I've gotten out in the world, I see that the world is just worse. It's crazy as hell. Children are disrespectful, don't know how to talk to adults. The adults are disrespectful to the children. Everybody's just crazy and disrespectful, and it's a mess. People like to try to tell people what to do and to argue and come in somebody's house telling them what to do with their children that don't even pay their bills. Well, who the fuck are you to come in my house and tell me what the fuck to do with my life, myself, and my children, and ain't even gave no money to my bank account or input in my refrigerator? and want to tell me some shit. Is all my I got groceries in my fucking refrigerator before you come trying to tell me what the fuck to do, bitch. Mm-mm-mm. Tell that motherfucker that, and tell him, Lala said that shit, bitch. Mm-mm. Now go take it up with her. Get the fuck out my house. She said that too. Go sit and ask my motherfucking kids, do they think I'm a good mother, and do I provide enough for them? You are a demon to even ask that fucking question. And then his father gonna tell me, that's your brother. It doesn't matter. You should let him over and make up or whatever. Bitch, you crazy. Fuck you and him. I'm tired of both of you. Both of y'all niggas act like some ignorant ass motherfucker KKK monkeys. That's what the fuck you are, bitch. You're a perpetrator. You're an insider. You're giving information to the KKK. Ain't that right, bitch? Mm-mm. That's what those groups are about. Trying to find intelligent black women to tear down lives and destroy. Because we could build the whole fucking community strong without you fucking stupid ass, dumb, faggot ass niggas. Bitch. Chauvinistic ass motherfuckers. Sexist ass, faggot ass, bitch nigga. Mm. And then I hate these hoes that daughters come out prettier than them. And then they want to what? Mash that bitch face in the dirt to try to make her look uglier. Because that bitch was ugly. With an ugly attitude. Mm-hmm. Man, because you ain't got corns on your feet and they do. You need to think about shit like that, even though that motherfucker ain't saying nothing about your fucking pretty ass feet. Mm-mm. Tell you bitches. Some dirty ass low life bitches that will go make their kids eat ravioli and box of noodles and go get their motherfucking hair and nails done. So I'm gonna teach you women financial. Like I'ma look good regardless. If I had a fucked up baby daddy bitch, but you knew the nigga was fucked up. So why are you making your children suffer? If you didn't, okay, let's start some kind of relief fund for the ones that didn't know. Bitch. I am so sick of some of the family members in my life. I swear, some of the black people in my family I would think were roaches that sat on a slave master's porch eating every fucking crumb off the porch, bitch. And then look up at the door and say, I can't wait to be his door opener. Nah, I just can't wait to be his door opener. That's how much I love this motherfucker. I'm licking his fucking porch and eating every crumb off the bitch. That's how much I love being told what to do. I'm his motherfucking cockroach, bitch. I'm about to go develop a group called the Black KKK. Nah, that's how I serve my master, bitch. Mm-mm-mm. I'm so sick of this racist shit. I really am. And I'm so sick of the white man's demon ass monkeys. Remember that movie? What they say? That shit is real. You got the motherfucking monkey, and then you got motherfucking Caesar, which is right here. Lala, Barbadile, Chucky, Bride of Chucky. Those are all my names. Aaliyah Henderson. But that ain't my name either. Watch all my videos and you'll find out what my real name is. I have contacted um, news stations, attorney offices. I spoke to radio stations and gave my story. I wrote two books. I'm the author of two books. So if you Google Aaliyah Henderson books, two A's, you'll see my books are listed on Amazon and in Barnes and Noble. I also have a adult toy and lingerie store for men and women, and I have all kind of good things for fun for the men and the women. And I have more products. I know she got to change my storefront because I didn't like it. I just got to come up with more money for her to do it because I didn't see that part and okayed it. It doesn't show all of it on my cell phone. So, www dot lala celeste orgasmic boutique.com. So, that's me. I wrote two books and I have a lingerie and adult toy store. I am a parent, a mother, excuse me, yeah, parent. Five children ranging from almost 30 down to 14, all male children. So you could probably imagine how I've been attacked. Yeah. So I'm trying to teach you women that have men that like to bust your windows, slit your tires, and tear your shit up. I'm gonna try to help you into what to do. And enough of us to do what is needed to do all over. And I'm glad that I did go to college. I was able to hear about what was going on in other countries of women being stoned and how even some women cultures have to go back to their country to give birth because over here, what is that? Over there, if you die, I think you just die or some shit. I don't know, but they have to give natural birth. They can't have medications, and they get stoned if they don't do what their man says do. the men in the family. It's kind of like over here, except for they don't actually use rocks. They use spiritual stones. And that's what I want to try to teach you women. What about stuff about spiritual stones and building your chi and getting rid of parasitic auric field leeches. And some people that discuss some of the stuff that I have, well, they try to really antagonize. There's a doctor named Jennifer Daniels, and she gives a lot of information about how to health information, cleaning out your body, detoxing your system, and what herbal supplements and things to take. And they banned her from America. She cannot come to America because she was teaching empowerment through health. So I said that because I'm going through what? Spiritual rocks. So what I need is to create a way that I can give to the world my information of which will help build barriers around me. Hmm. What is that? Financial gain. So, and because if not, you're my parasite, right? Because you want all this information that will actually help you and help your family and help the world, but you want it for free. I'm sorry, I can't do that. It won't. So I'm creating master classes where people have to pay because I have to eat. I have to pay my car insurance. And I live in a state that if you don't have auto insurance after a month, like it lapses, you have to pay high fees, which is very ignorant for people that are poor. So we're going to try to create something that will help us figure out all of the downfalls in our system and patch them up, destroy, get rid of, rebuild, whatever. So if you looked at any of my videos, yeah, look at that. I still have no views. No one watched my channel. No one wants to listen to what makes sense. No one want to listen to what is going on in the world. No one. They just want to watch stupid shit on TikTok, Facebook. People like stupid shit. People, oh, it makes me want to cry. But it's real and it's something that we need to fix or get rid of, right? So it's a lot of crazy shit going on, and a lot of humans are not paying attention because there's so much wanting to be cattle to what's going on in the celebrity world. I talk about that as well. Not just meditation and yoga and tai and building your chi and what herbal supplements to take and what does what. Where I've worked in many health food stores. I studied and read many health food books and herbal books and raising your chi and tai chi and qi gong. Um, cutting cords of attachment. So I know how to do a lot of classes, the tapping techniques that Ian Van Zant teach, meditation techniques from Mark Nepo, Deepak Chopra. and many others. So I've read a lot of books. Um, I actually was supposed to have a writing put in the Black African Museum in Detroit, Michigan, but my mother was jealous and threw my writings away. So that didn't happen. Mother Earth, stepfather. Um, a lot of my important writings are stolen from family members or friends, close friends. They like to steal my property and all that kind of stuff. That's why I say, people, the legal system need to understand something about spirituality and witchcraft, witches and warlocks too. And, you know, um, people put you in spiritual worlds when you don't deserve to be and haven't done anything and don't have karma. These people from all these different countries like to come over here too, feeding off of us. Talking about karma. Where do we have karma? We just came from slavery, right? Did you not just get out of slavery for 400 years? And we still got karma? Bitch, get out of my life and go back to your country and throw some rocks at them goddamn stupid ass bitches again. When you let you come over here without killing your stupid ass. Or you talk to some black woman about some karma and didn't know he was talking to a black god. Mm. Try going through 400 years of slavery and however many from then to now of other slavery that they have implemented on us, which is chemical, media, educational institutions. So I want to teach us how to be a great nation, even though I'm not the president and it ain't my job really. But I'm going to get paid something, so I don't care. Um, I'm gonna teach you how to be self-sufficient, how not to depend on anyone, and let anyone come in your face in your house and be disrespectful. No one, not even your children, in your house. And we need to create some kind of set up, there has to be some kind of funds we have to be attached to city council where we can sit down and find out what funds have certain amounts going to what departments and what departments can we do cutbacks on to implement new programs. And how to eliminate jealousy in your family, and how try to not let anyone in your family know that you are intelligent if you have a lot of issues going on in your life. You find someone outside of your house that they probably try to feed off of you, like my family tried to feed off of me and did. Okay. I'm gonna teach you what spiritual vampires are, spiritual parasite leeches. And then I'm gonna teach you about demons. You know, if there's a God, there's demons, right? Then you should know about it. And you should know what to do. And how we can get our legal system to do what we need them to do in order to help protect ourselves and our children. Because the government knows what's going on out in the streets with gangs, the mafia, drugs, and the school systems of public schools in poor neighborhoods. The government knows. Police know. Someone getting paid to continue the stupid bullshit. Just like it showed on what was that house party movie where you got the police getting paid, young people on crack because they got issues going on at home or being molested. So they try to force you to do crack or heroin. Every person that I know that has used crack and that has used heroin, shooting up needles and shit, have been molested or have molested. Those two drugs, three, I say crack because cocaine is crack, to be honest. It's the same thing. It's just cut down differently. Like, um, it's not cooked differently. The you crush the rock is powder. The fentanyl, um, Percocets. Percocets didn't do anything to me, but I see people walking around just swaying all over the place. So I'm gonna teach us how to try to get as a society what we want from our government, what we want to see reflected in our world. And how to battle your demons. And see, that's what mankind doesn't want to teach womankind how to fight men, bad men, because it's too many of them. So, just like our gardens need weeding when you live in a house, so does your life. Because you represent your house. So, what is around you is either flowers or weeds with snakes. Snakes like to crawl and slither through tall. See, weeds are tall. They grow real fast and tall. And some of us have allowed individuals in our family and in our space to have egos like weeds. And your children, some of us. It's like we really need to learn what's inappropriate, inappropriate, how to maintain appropriate behavior mainly in every situation and fucked up situation. Some of us are parents, you know what I'm saying? You want to go act up, fucked up, do drugs and do dumb shit, but then you want to tell your kid to act right. But you don't act right. That's what I'm seeing is going on. The adults are acting like little children, the old people, and they want to try to tell the young people that do have some intelligence and know what to do to be quiet, shut up, and go do some drugs or go have some sex and just say fuck this world, let it die. Mm-mm. There's been enough leaders, and prophets, and you can only say what certain amount, and if they'll start, fucking up your life. Like me, look at me, can't keep a job over a month. They come with every excuse. Mm-mm. My tire just got stabbed with a razor blade a week ago. Windows busted out, and no one wants to help advertise this. I try to put this on the news. You know what I'm saying? I try to make videos about this. No one wants to watch enough about what the fuck is really going on out here and how to fix it. I've seen so many killings with women and children from their boyfriend and husband. They're also trying to force people to be stars, to be celebrities, because no one really wants to be one because of all of the bullshit you got to deal with. And then it's like, what can you do to help that person that is a celebrity? Like, say, all of their situations. I'm sure that something negative forced that situation, and you didn't even have to go through all of that, and still could have been a celebrity. Why is something fucking up your life and killing good people in your life? Hmm? See, some people say it's to make you stronger. I say that's the devil, because those good people can still be alive when you become a celebrity and be around in your life to appreciate. But somebody evil killed them, and they're not. So you need to figure out who is it that's trying to be in your space that has something to do with murdering one of your family members, or creating negative energy in your space, and how to eliminate it. Period. So, I talk about the church system and what needs to be implemented in the church systems, um, implemented in our homes, in our educational system, in our daily life. So, if you buy my books, you'll be able to read more about my personality and, who I am and what I'm trying to do. I'm working on my third and fourth book at the same time. One is a Christianity book, and the other one is going to be a fiction, gangster kind of book. I'm thinking that's where it's like going towards. So I have two books. They're both on ebook and paper book, and I gotta check with my freelancer and see if she completed the audio for both of the books yet. So I'm not no lazy bitch just trying to ask for money. Mm, but it does cost money to try to make money and to try to also help other people. So, purchasing my books off alone will help you just a little bit anyway. So, I have another freelancer working on my YouTube so that I can try to create a subscription join button on my channel, and people pay for a monthly subscription to my master classes. And when I get a certain amount of let's see here, subscribers that has joined, I'm going to. I'm sorry, I'm rubbing my leg. It hurt. Um, so like I said, I have disability. Um, if that noise is bothering, like what is that noise? She's rubbing herself. Something hurts. I'm sorry for the pauses, but I be having so much to talk about. There's so many different videos that I have to make. You need to look. I mean, watch all of my videos. It does go into depth about a lot of celebrities and even you celebrities. If you get to watch some of my videos, I've watched some of y'all out in public. Not like I've been out in public and I see you, but like on TV and some of the things that you all say or do. Um, Probably call me. I can be your publicist or life coach. I'm not certified. I'm working and getting certified, but I have worked as life coach and all of that, just being a CNA in nursing homes and private homes with my individuals. And so, yeah, the ones in the private home, got to help them find jobs, fill out applications, and give them like little prep interviews, teach them how to do an interview, mocking interviews. I took in employment classes, that's given by the state. A lot of stuff that I'm trying to find a lot of resources that are free. We can come together to give all kind of information in each state to schools that are in poor areas with packages sent home to the parents with the children in their book bags that are in every 50 states where there are in poor area schools, public schools, and middle class to give them the resources, information that they need. A lot of people don't know where to find it or how to find it. That's the problem. It's a major problem. So trying to help others actually helps ourselves. What it does, stop people from robbing each other and killing each other for resources. So we need to figure out how can we make that happen, where every child in a poor area is sent home with information of resources, and not only that, more likely they don't what? They don't have a car. So we need to be able to, what I seen with these pantries across the world, a lot of them don't have pantries that deliver. Some people have health issues. Some people don't have a car. Some people don't have time. They're working too much. Why are you working too much and don't have time? Because the jobs only pay you what is minimum wage? $8, $9, some shit. Some stupid shit. It's some stupid shit. That's what it is. Because I don't understand how the fuck you think that even two people making minimum wage can pay for an apartment that's only $17 an hour. That's not no money. I'm gonna live off of. If the typical American is not making at least $25 an hour, you're in financial debt because we can't live beyond our means without being in debt if you don't make enough. I mean, so our government system is dumb. The way they have their bracket set up to our income is off. We need them to fix it. And that's why we have so many imbalances with this bipolar issue. Because people are bipolar because we live in a system that is unrealistic and fantasious. Like they like to live in fantasies and be unrealistic and irrational and dysfunctional and demonic and sociopathic and narcissistic. I'm not nice. I don't care. I never told you I was. But I'm not disrespectful. I am basically an introvert, Sagittarius, a number master 11. And you need not to shoot the messenger, you need to help me build barriers around myself for protection. Because a lot of the information that I have to give you is enough information to make a very, very positive change. Or I could just make money and go live in another country and tell them people what to do. They like black people in other countries. I have no idea why I've been touched before, and they said your hair is so soft, your skin is so soft. I really don't understand a lot of humans in other countries. of how they have the right, they think, to just touch you. Have been asked where people say, "Can I touch you? Can I touch your hair? Or can I touch your skin?" That's funny to me. And someone want to know why do our skin feels thicker or whatever. It doesn't. I forget what you call it. I've been in the medical field, but it's because of melanin in the sun and how our skin absorbs it. And then a lot of us do service jobs, like people in restaurants. That sanitizing water tears your hands up. Working in a restaurant is very hard work when you have to move very fast. If you have your own catering service, then you don't have to move fast. You just have to be on time. And I'm thinking about perhaps, since I have such a large vehicle, maybe creating and finding all of the plants and cook dinners and deliver to all of the plants and make some money selling dinners. And get like a little food handling license. So I'm gonna contact a few um, unemployment agencies, not unemployment agencies, what do you call it? Employment services, temp services, and see where these factories are, so I can get in contact with the supervisor or the plant managers and see what they think about me making dinners. I don't really like cooking too much, but I can cook good. So it's like I try to make women think too of things that, like I can't do hair anymore. I was very good at doing hair, and I'm not too bad. It should take longer because of my disease, but I like to do hair, and I make good money doing hair. I can't do it anymore. Um, so you got to look at what other skills you have. Can you cook? Can you sew? Can you do something talented to make money to create? And that's what some of the classes they were doing, like developing your skills in Michigan, but they were all negative and demonic, a lot of them, and very selfish and egotistical. So none of those things I am or want to work with people that are. I'm not here for people that say that, yeah, I did this. We're just trying to make change here. Who cares who did what? Just as long as it was a negative and or in a negative way. You know what I'm saying? But trying to create the educational systems that we and our children need and future generations, the medical system, Medicaid and Medicare system, all around the state. And how is it that we can make it where it's not subjected to be lowered if it was to change? If anything, it was to get better for change, or it stays the same. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what I've seen. It's gotten worse. So that's what I'm trying to get with enough Americans, see how we can make some changes within our system, our medical system, government system, USDA, if, even the parameters of what's allowed and not allowed in our food, things that of our consumption, whatever you want to. make it short. And it's like, living in a family of men that are very egotistical and sexist to think that women shouldn't be intelligent or that I'm more intelligent than her, even though that's not the way that she thinks. Even though she's intelligent, she doesn't say, I'm more intelligent than you. She says, whatever fits the situation. And I find that a lot of black people like saying things that don't fit the situation and is very off and has no reason to have been said or reacted or acted in a way at all in that manner or for those characteristics to be displayed. So it's an hour 41 minutes. I have to use the bathroom now. I've been drinking a lot of water. And luckily my water is getting cut back on. My electric got cut back on. My rent is getting paid. It's very hard being a single parent in some families. It is. So we're going to try to figure out the ones that are lacking because you have either you don't know enough of your family that are good members that would help you, or you're in a situation, like everybody sometimes need help. And if you got individuals that are in your family that can help you, you need to ask why. And then when you do get help, you need to ask why do they come around, but they weren't around when you didn't and couldn't help you. We're going to try to get rid of those. That's called parasite individuals. They're trying to feed off of what your blessings are, what you're receiving. So I do know a little bit about witchcraft, spells, all that kind of stuff. Um, I feel like it's something that is needed in order to protect yourself, because the legal system isn't protecting us enough. So I would say, as the elements, I mean, you are part elements. You are part dirt, air, water, fire. Um, so light candles, write your intentions, you know, and I'm sure that we should make some form of a positive change to eliminate a lot of what's going on that our legal system don't cover and how to cover it. Hmm. How to build shields around yourself while creating a better system, while so that you don't feel the attacks while you are lifting yourself. You might, well, I don't know, hey, sometimes I guess it's good to feel attacks. You know who your enemies are, or possible enemies are. And my thing is this: don't think that somebody's your enemy until you actually see and listen that they're your enemy too. Like, okay, I felt this. Now let me see. Let me, try to be intelligent here and put this person, ask this person some things and see what kind of situation I end up in. A lot about my situation, my water off. Can you help me? See what they say. That's how you know somebody really care. See what they say about helping you, about your bills, if they coming over picking up your children and taking them here and there and all that kind of stuff, but then don't want to help you on your work, on your bills, what do that mean? They don't give a fuck about you. They want you to fall down and then take your children away. That's what it means to me. Because that's what I've seen. You'll keep calling the child protective services on me because I ain't got no food, but you going to send them to Chuck E. Cheese and that costed you $200 that you could have bought and put in my refrigerator? Fuck you, nigga. You a spiritual enemy. And that's what we need to create laws for spiritual enemies. And then it's sad because you have a lot of black men attacking black women who what? Birth and care and raise and teach what? Black men, black boys to black men. And then, you know, black men been through a lot, just try to care for them, and they'll make changes. Just have to keep trying to be paid. Listen, let me tell you something, you stupid ass old bitches. Shut the fuck up. Old or dumb, shut the fuck up and go burn yourself, bitch. I like to say that word. That word I got from Kevin Hart, wife. She was like, set yourself on. Was it she that said that? She said, jump off the bridge. One of them, or was it Kevin Hart say, set yourself on fire? I heard somebody say, I like watching comedy. I like watching, some of the celebrities. Some of them are so ruthless in how they sell their souls, and a lot of Illuminati to kill off their family members and children sometimes. It's a lot that a lot of people don't understand about the spiritual world and what's going on and how to stop allowing demons to lie and persuade you to do what they want of the masses, grouping you in cattle mentality, behavior shown. Like motherfucker so stupid. Motherfucker sitting over there look like he churning grass in his teeth. You want to be a show monkey? You be one. Don't try to push me to. I'd rather lay in my bed with like a little mini refrigerator and all that kind of shit and a bar and all kind of look up my fucking goddamn bed, bitch. Lay in my nice firm bed because I got back problems. The motherfuckers tried to kill me in a car accident too. So I've been in a few car accidents. Um, mm, that's why I said this legal system is fucked up with family members trying to protect themselves against their own family or their children too, and not to have their family. But that's their families. Nothing we can do about. It. Yes, it is. If it's a demon, unzip that human skin, bitch, and reveal that you got horns. Fucking motherfucker, devil, bitch. It say it in the Bible, don't it? Well, then you should learn to read the Bible with understanding. Mm. So, there's a lot of groups are out, especially as older people. We don't learn until we get out in the public, start working in like little petty ass places like restaurants, listen to these young kids and what they learn about and what they know, who they're hanging around, who they with, who they listen to, what rappers and singers, all that kind of stuff. Mm. And also teaching the church system how to implement stronger and better service programs, and how they should be conducting their church, running their church, what kind of programs they should have, what kind of services the schools should have, you know, just being more compassionate as individuals for each other and for each other children. I've seen a lot of crazy shit said on TV about other people's children that was so um, demonic and disrespectful. The way that this TV is allowing people to down each other on TV, like this shit should be okayed. Like picking on individuals that haven't done anything because they don't think or act or have certain individuals that want that individual to have their ideology and thought process and way of life and thinking and acting and friendships and relationships. Now, some of us try to control everything in your life, children's life, everything. Who you hang around, who you with, everything. Of how demonic this system here is. So, you got some real fucked up individuals that's out there acting like they're, leaders or, conducting their life in mature ways, because that's how they handle themselves out in the public, like a mature adult. Sometimes you'll see some of their stupid shit slip out and say dumb shit. But hey, it's not human. No, there's a difference. It's a difference. It's a difference. It's a difference of what you are saying, of what means human and what means demon, parasite, or whatever is attached to that individual that made that individual say that dumb ass shit. This man got a camera at his door. He must have just put that there because it was not there. Because there was a bird right there flying around there the other day. So now, why is the camera pointed that way instead of towards the street? Like, yeah, weird, huh? Mm-hmm. Maybe his packages are coming up missing. He could find out who been taking his packages. I don't know. My kids don't take people's stuff because I don't see nothing different in the house. Okay. That's why I said, please, bitch, go away. That's demon energy. Sometimes you got to take a minute, stop and talk to it, and tell it to get out your space. And that's what humans need to learn about themselves is that you're not just human, but you are spiritual. And if you're empathic, if you are, you can see things like spirits, entities, um, or orbs and stuff. And sometimes some don't tell your family that you see these things unless these are people that have a full understanding and that are not trying to use you and have not mistreated you in any kind of way. Other than that, keep that kind of information to yourself until you get around people that you could trust and that truly loves you and that respects you and that want to help you. Okay. And help you better your gifts and skills. Some people use it to try to manipulate, connive, be deceitful, and get what they want, even though it is not in righteous order. Same with my ex-husband. These call me spells. That's not a righteous order. Witchcraft or warlock. Um, it's not a righteous order to do. So, like I said, the do's and the don'ts. But I think I gave you enough information, and I think that you have an understanding that I do talk to spirits. Um, I can talk to animals too. It's not like on a major level, but I mean, who simple things. I've seen what I want is the simple minded to get to the simple minded slash intelligent, which I haven't seen, or simple minded to intelligent, because I consider myself simple minded slash intelligent. Some people say I am intelligent. I am, but I'm still, I'm trying to eliminate most of the dumb shit. Okay, clean up person. And how to send those attachments. And you're like, I don't know, why did I think that? Or why did I act like that? Those are the things that I'm talking about that like to attach to you. They're demons. They like to feed off your orc field. Just like in the ocean, you're a fish. Fish have what? Parasites. Internal and external. You gotta learn how to clean yourself. That's the one good part about us than a fish. Is we have herbs to clean ourselves. It's a 2 hour video. I'm done. I'm using the bathroom. About to go eat breakfast. What time is it? Ooh, 11:43. Gotta get to work. So I didn't know it was that late. Dang. Yeah, it was 2 hour video. Yeah, time passed fast. So gotta go. What I'm gonna do too, I'm gonna make one quick video. I'm gonna advertise this video and I'm gonna advertise my short video. Um, that is coinciding with this, and I want other YouTubers to contact me. My email address is bookauthoress400degrees at gmail.com. That's book authoress 400 degrees. That's an S at the end at gmail.com. And that is for YouTubers to contact me. Maybe you want to collaborate. I'll be on your podcast. Sometimes once I develop, you can be on mine. Um, and collaborate. Try to find some individuals that are talking about the things that I am talking about at a larger volume that I can connect to. And let's see here. So thank you and have a good day. Saturday. And I'm done work.